Now we're going to get into the kata more move for move. You saw the slow version, just to give you a general idea of the kata. So with this one, we're going to go through each segment, each move, step by step, giving you a real good understanding of the kata as a whole, so you can perform it 100% when you actually practice it and perform it for your test. So I'll give you points in the kata where I would say I would stop, go back, perform everything up to that point, so where you can go through it smoothly without having to, stop and wonder what's next. So I'll give you key points in the kata where you can, like I said, stop and go back and perform that technique again until you feel comfortable learning more and more of the kata. Because you definitely do not want to do all of this at one time, and you'll understand why when you get into those upper belt katas. Well, let's go and get started with Heian Shodan. Hands in front, just come up, say the name. Heian Shodan. Hands back in front. Now with this kata, you can perform it with the left leg stepping out every single time. You're not going to do something different in each kata, or each time you perform Heian Shodan. Just remember, you're going to do it the same way every time. It just may be the direction you're facing when you're doing it. May get you a little confused. So when you're doing it, try to face the same direction in the room you're practicing out of. But you may go from room to room practicing it, depending on the time of day and that stuff. So just try to keep focused on which direction you perform it out of each time. So from here, now we'll perform our first move with our left leg every single time. We're just going to slide it slightly to the left from here into a front stance. And when you slide it there, you're going to perform a move with it as well. So we're from here, hands in front, slide it slightly off to your left side, and perform your first move, downward block from here. You'll notice when you did your downward block, you locked it in with your left hand, and your right hand came up to your belt from here. Because when you're performing kata, you do not want to perform your move and just have your other hand dangling down from here. And make sure you have control of it right there on your belt if you're not using it. We've got our first move. We're going to slide out to the side, downward block from there. Lock it in, keep it there. Don't do like a line drill and bring it back up from there. In kata, you just want to lock it in, leave it until you perform your next move, where either you're stepping up or sliding up. So we've got our downward block. We're going to step up, perform your second move, your punch. And you'll notice that left hand was doing your downward block, comes back to your belt as you perform your punch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn in the opposite direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn a little different than you're used to in line drill, because we're going to turn our front leg instead of your rear leg. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our right leg, slide it towards your right until you get lined up with the right side. So we're from here, just slide that leg around, slide it so you get set up facing the other wall, and perform another downward block from there. You'll notice that left hand stays on your belt as you lock in that downward block. Now our next move is going to be a hammer fist, but you're also going to come back into your cat stance. And you'll probably only use this one in this kata and maybe a couple others. This is not a real stance you will use too often. So you're going to bring your front leg back as you bring your right hand back that was performing the downward block. You're going to bring it around the left side of your head, just circle around. And as you come around the right side, as you start to deliver the move, you're going to step out with your right leg and hammer fist in from there. Okay? After your hammer fist, we're going to step up and perform a front punch with our left hand. So just step up with that left leg and punch out from there. Left hand's punching, left leg's in front, and we've got our right hand on our belt. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to turn from the right side towards the front. And in order to do that, we're just going to slide our front leg right over to the side and get lined up. So we're going to slide your left leg, and when you get to the front, just lock in a downward block from there. And you'll notice my right hand did not move. It stayed right there on my belt. So we've got our downward block here. You're going to bring your left hand, which is performing the downward block, open it up, fingers together, thumbs in, and just do a basic cover from here. So we're from here, bring that same hand up, cover. Now we're going to perform 3 upward blocks next. Don't get confused with these cover moves from here. So you're going to step up and perform a full upward block. So from here, bring that hand up, cover, does not count as an upper block. We're going to step up, perform our first one. From here, locking it in, that hand that was covering comes down to your belt. Step up for your second one. Lock it in. That right hand comes back down to your belt. and we're going to perform our third one. Now when you perform your third one, you'll notice in the slow version of the kata, or the basic version, you perform a kia. Now it's going to differ from person to person and age differences and, you know, male and female, so just do whatever you're comfortable with. And when you lock this third one in, perform a kia, and you'll have 2 kias in this kata. You're going to perform one here on your third upper block, and I will tell you at a different point in the kata, when we perform 3 punches, the opposite direction, you'll perform another kia when you lock that last punch in. So we did our second one here, our second upper block, step up your last one, and that's when you want to lock in and also do your kia from there. So this right here is your halfway point. So lock it in from there. And you can practice up to this point, go back and practice again until you can go through all of this comfortably. Or, like on your hammer fist punch, stop there, go back, perform all of that until you can go through it easily. Once you get that down, you're going to perform your upper blocks up to here until you can get that down 100%. Or you can just go through all the way up to here, go back, practice all of this again until you can go through this 100%. Or if you're having trouble with it, just take it step by step until you get all of this 100%, like I said. Now we're going to turn, since this is the halfway point, we're going to turn. Our left leg is going to turn towards the right wall. And in order to do that, you're going to swing your left leg around towards your right, keeping your right leg where it is at mostly, but you are going to have to pivot on it, so you may have to pick your toes up. So we're from here, we're going to turn to slide that leg around until you get lined up with the right wall here. So when you turn, you're going to line up with a downward block from here, going straight towards that wall. Downward block. Next, we're going to step up and perform a front punch from there. And after this, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the other direction and basically perform the same thing over again. So we turned, we did our downward block, and we stepped up punch from here. Now, in order to get to the other side, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our front leg towards the right. So our front leg is going to turn, our right leg, slide it towards your right so you get all the way lined up with the left wall here. So we turn, slid that leg around like we did on our front punch here at the beginning, where we turned and did our hammer fist. Just slide that leg in the same manner from there. So we turned, downward block from here, lock it in, and like we did on the other side, we stepped up and did a front punch. After that, remember that hand that was doing the downward block comes up on your belt as you perform your punch from there. We're going to turn back the other direction, the rear direction, with our front leg. So your left leg is going to turn like we did on our turn here, where we turn from the front punch to the downward block and when we perform their upper block. So you're going to perform it the same way, just in the opposite direction. Front leg is going to turn, slide it towards your left until you get straightened up with the back here. Perform a downward block. Now we're going to perform 3 punches instead of 3 upper blocks since we're going in the opposite direction. And then you're going to kia on your third punch. So from here, go step up. First one, lock it out. Second one, lock it out again. And your third one in kia from there. And you will get progressively faster on each block or punch when you're performing these 3 upper blocks and 3 punches. So just remember that you want to get just a little quicker on each one until you lock that last one in. Now we're going to turn. Our back leg is going to turn, perform our knife hand blocks. Left leg is going to turn until you get straightened up with the left wall here. And when you turn, get set up into your back stance. Knife hand block from here. Now you're going to perform 2 to the left and 2 to the right. So when you perform your first one here and your third one here, you're going to be going straight towards the wall. But when you perform your second one and your fourth one, you're going to be coming up to a 45-degree angle, or right up, like if you got a square room, you're going to be doing those knife hand blocks towards the corner. So you're from here on your first one, slide that leg slightly up to the side on your second one, locking it in from there. Now we're going to slide and perform our third knife hand block, so you're going to move your front leg only. So move your right leg, slide it till you get lined up with the wall here on the right side. When you get lined up, lock that knife hand block in, and like I said on this fourth one, you're going to slide your left leg right up to an angle from there. And knife hand block from there. And this is your last move. There is a correct way to finish. So when we finish, we're going to bring our front leg back from here. bow, say the name of the kata, Heian Shodan.